What's up, dudes? I am totally recording. Um, what the F? Yeah, okay. I'm totally recording Era against Krizz without much whatevers. Like, I just got into the middle of their game. I don't think they really cared if this was recorded or not, so I'm recording it anyway. So I'm not really going to. I mean, like, I guess it is sort of intruding, but it doesn't really matter because we are all from ETC, so, like, whatever, you know? So it's not really intruding because it's, like, public anyway. Um, Ira doesn't really know what windups do, so he's going to be in for a nasty shock when Windup Factory goes off and gets him, like, gets Krizz, like, plus 5 million. So, ooh, trade. Interesting. He's trying to simplify the game. This is quite a bit different from the last game that we saw Krizz play, which was not finished, but has a lot of spells and traps. Here didn't shuffle after pot. I'm gonna go pause this real quick. Alright, I'm back. Alright, so Ira, not very happy with his draws. He drew Book of Moon, which he apparently saw during Pot of Duality, and so he's like, I didn't shuffle. And then he shuffled, and then he drew Shine Ball. So here's the Shine Ball from the deck from Venus. Venus being one of the strongest cards in Agents because of its ability to create multiple bodies on the field that Birdman can. Genix ally Birdman can turn into Trish, or the Shine Balls themselves can be turned into Gachi Gachi Gantetsu, which is, well, by itself it's not very strong, but being able to do 2,000 damage, or being able to boost all your monsters by 400 attack points is no joke, and being able to survive 3 times instead of 1 time, instead of dying, being able to survive 3 times, um, is pretty awesome. And Gachi losing 1 material, but still with 1 left. And so it will still have 2,000 defense. It is a pretty nasty card. Very similar to it is Wind Up Zen names. You're trash talking about the dark hole. No idea what he's saying now. Yeah, no idea. Too bad for me. I'm just so uncultured. Whatever. Continue, guys. Now play your cards. Hero agrees. Alright, he drops Wind Up Rat. Special summons. Or not. So turning the defense is a cost for Wind Up Rat. So like before, we're seeing a top tier deck, an established top tier deck against the windups, which are not established pretty much at all, but they are pretty strong. And Krizz immediately Solemn Judgments the Master Hyperion, but I'm pretty sure we'll see, like, yeah. That's only 600. It's only 600. What the heck? Oh, wait, no, 700. I'm bad. Yo, Era, I'm making a video, bro. Not cool. Not cool at all. On Krizz's Blaze. So, not cool. Also, on YouTube, my YouTube channel, not cool at all. How many more times can I say not cool? I don't know. Wind up soldier. 2200 attack points with its self boost. Level 5. Level 5. Get over that. Get hit by dimensional prison. Air Force. I don't know. It really sucks that he hasn't been able to create. Tragoida. Or Tragoidia. Tragoidea. Trago. Alright, so now we're having math battles. No maths, they are bad. Whatever. But he summons Tragoedia, one of the cheapest cards in existence, and it is a dark monster, so he's like leading up into a Blackluster Soldier Envoy of the beginning. You know, I never really got to play with that card. One of my friends ended up getting it like after it was banned. Out of all the Chaos cards, like cards from Invasion of Chaos, I think one of my favorites was Dark Magician of Chaos. The same friend who got that Blackluster Soldier had that card, and I don't know. I was kind of jealous, but not really. But like, until I learned of like the infinites with Dark Magician of Chaos, those are really cool. And the fact that it was one of the key cards in DDT was also pretty awesome. Getting that thing off of Reasoning was pretty sick. Like, I never got to do it, but whatever. You know, theoretically, that card was one of the main cards in DDT. Mostly because it had 2800 attack points, in my opinion. DDT, not known for monsters with very large attack points. It's one of the reasons why it kind of got beat down by Demise OTK, which was like all the cards in Demise OTK were so much more common, like so much easier to get than the cards in DDT. And you see nothing's going on, that's why I'm talking about this. But yeah, so DDT had cards like Dark Magician of Chaos, it had cards like Dimension Fusion. But then, well, maybe Lightning Vortex, it was like a super rare back then, because in that Phoenix thing. Phoenix pack, but yeah, and then Diamond Dude itself was a rare, I think. It might have been common, but I thought it was rare. And then Destiny Hero Dasher might have been rare, not really sure. But oh yeah, because DDT had to run like Malicious and Destiny Draw, and then like Stratos wasn't that hard to come by, but still you had to have one and you had to whatever. So all that stuff. I never had any of those cards. I just read about DDT players. I thought the deck was so awesome. The fact that like everything meshed together so well, like Monster Gate and Reasoning, being able to set up your graveyard full of what did I just say? Alright, so we're Sarking, probably going to go for Blackluster Soldier. Yep. Alright, so what was I talking about? DDT. Yes, DDT is more interesting than this game. DDT is the most interesting deck in all of Yu-Gi-Oh! Except for nothing. DDT is the best. Yeah, Diamond Dude Turbo. And the fact that Reasoning and Monster Gate and Lightning Vortex and Dimension Fusion and I don't know, I guess Reinforcement of the Army are like all great cards you can get off of Diamond Dude. And then and Destiny Draw, because then you didn't have to discard a Destiny Hero. And then so yeah, so it was so good. and really fun to read about playing. It must have been a blast to actually play because like all the odds and stuff. Tour Guide is a ridiculously good card. Dude, you know, no, I guess not. Tour Guide, I don't think would be a great addition to DDT because DDT does summon a lot off of Reasoning and Monster Gate, something that you don't want to do with Tour Guide because it's a normal monster. Same reason why we're not using, or we're not seeing Monarchs in, or we didn't see Monarchs in DDT. So like, DDT's reign was like with Monarch decks. When Monarch decks were basically like also top tier, so like the entire metagame was DDT and then Monarchs, and then what am I looking at? 5 cards. Pot of Avarice, that means 6 cards. You were calling for Dark Hole, but forgetting that for a second that Krizz already used it. Prismatic never really drawing that wind-up factor. I think he would have used it by now. It's basically the Black Whirlwind, and you're asking why the rat picture is so bad. And there's another picture that's pretty bad of wind-ups, and just because they get the pictures from a source, and it's usually not that clear. Like, I'm pretty sure it's like an online source. Orient Dragon was pretty bad for a while. Anyway, what else? Demise OTK was very interesting too, but like it was full of bad plays. So I think this is also the time when I was reading up on like, no, it wasn't. But yeah, it used some pretty broken cards too. Megamorph, Advanced Ritual Artery, a free Ritual Monster, and then they used Doomdozer. Oh, and Metamorphosis was unbanned, and like Metamorphosis is the coolest card in the existence of Yu-Gi-Oh! Like they really mostly banned it because of 2 fusion cards, which was Thousand Eyes Restrict and Cyber Twin Dragon, which was level 8, and Thousand Eyes Restrict was level 1, so I made those cards way too good. I personally think they should come out with another Metamorphosis-esque card that can boost fusion type decks, because right now all the fusions that we're seeing being used are the ones where you can summon with like Miracle Fusion type cards. What else? You're returning that GG Gentetsu. What was I saying? Oh yeah, Metamorphosis. Yeah, I hope they like give buffs to fusion monsters, because right now all we have is hero decks that fuse, and then Gladiator Beast deck contact fuse. So not the biggest fan. Hero with every boss monster in this deck, and still switching GG Gentetsu from attack to defense, and doing the shuffle. Yeah, sometimes I joke when I'm playing poker that my cards are in defense mode or something stupid. The Avarice. Yo, yo, 5 cards, no play. That sucks. What else? Demise OTK. was pretty interesting. Okay, I guess I'll pause it right now. Alrighty, we are back with game 2. You're just won game 1 with overwhelming advantage from, I would say the tour guide play was pretty good, but he also had quite a few boss monsters. And Ira says he wants to go into game 3 just from his draw, but we'll see what happens. Krizz getting all monsters on his part of duality, but 2 of them are the same monster, so not much to choose from. Either way, he does get a monster, which is good, and if he has a wind-up factor in his hand, he'll be able to get yet another monster. Yet another monster. Let's see what Ira does to get out of his supposedly bad hand. Which, I mean, like what? If you have 3 shine balls, you still have 3 other cards to make a good play. Ooh, I don't know what that is. Wind up rabbit. Why are you running Wind Up Rabbit? Doesn't even look like a good card. You're commenting on the manliness of his Sangan. Wind Up Factor. Wind Up Factor is going to do some work, like not even kidding. He's going to go nuts. 1. Get that. Maximum Spider. Oh, I mean Spider-Man in Marvel vs. Capcom 3. I think he's awesome. Oh, I don't think he's top tier or good, but he's pretty awesome. Why didn't you special summon in attack mode? Oh, you can't. Lame. Should have just gone soldier, man. 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 Oh, wait. Right. He can do that. Exceed into Zen Mines, or Zen Mighty special summon. Ooh, he goes into Zen Mines. Oh, snaps. We're back. I'm assuming that Zen Mines killed the Sangan. It did 500 damage. So I'm gonna start talking about either Spider-Man or Demizo TK. Now, I wasn't a big fan of Demizo TK because it beat the best deck ever, DDT, and Spider-Man is an okay character, but he is not very good. Thankfully, I don't think he is in Why Aren't You Playing Wolverine tier in Marvel vs. Capcom 3. However, I kind of think that he is in Why Aren't You Playing Magneto tier. But that's alright, because Magneto is actually technically difficult to play, and Spider-Man is not that technically difficult to play. He's mostly not that easy because he has lots of Shoryuken motions, but But I completely lost the thread of what I was talking about. I think it had something to do with Spider-Man. And this is really obnoxious. This is also the reason why I didn't play Gladiator Beast on YVD, because I thought it was really obnoxious to add your Gladiator Beast to your deck and then go into your deck and then special summon a different Gladiator Beast. And like, it's even more obnoxious in dueling network because you have to do it and then the freaking deck like shuffles all the time. It's really obnoxious. Anyway, he just did the really obnoxious I'm going to summon 3 Shine Balls for no reason trick, and he is going to summon Trish, and it's going to go over Zen Mines. Ugh. How lame. Thankfully, there is one card that does beat Trish in this deck in windups, I think. It's the one that bounces monsters. I'm recording, right? Okay, I am. So he Trishes. Derp Trish. Thankfully, he has all of his Shine Balls. Like, were they from all from his deck? I think so. So, let's see what's going on. Alright, so he sold her, which is like not what he wanted to hit. He wanted to hit Rat. Rat being a strong enough card to be awesome and search or be able to activate Wind Up Factory and be able to special summon this guy, Wind Up Rabbit. Actually, he'd probably end up special summoning not Wind Up Rabbit, but Wind Up Other Guy. And he has 2 Black Whirlwinds on the field now. He'll be able to have a constant stream of awesome. No Veeler in sight. I think Ira is going to be eating like, well, I don't know. He's gonna make Zen Mighty, and he's gonna use Zen Mighty's effect to special summon another one. Maybe the Magician. And then we're going to see like special summon maybe the Magician. Oh, that is Zen Mighty. Maybe we're gonna see the one that bounces monsters. And then he's going to be able to search 2 from his deck, one being the Rat. Which is awesome and allows him to get another. Okay, so he's only going to get 2 cards to his hand. He only gets the effect of 1 Black Whirlwind. Good choice to MST right there. There's nothing really else that you should have done. He does get Wind Up Rat in attack position. Going to search off the Wind Up Factory. That Black Whirlwind, so good. I played Black Whirlwind not Black Whirlwind, but I played Black Wings and Quick Draw for a while when I first started getting back into the game. Black Wings was pretty fun because, at the time they had like 3 Black Whirlwind, and that was ridiculously broken. And I liked to use that field spell card, that old school field spell card that was like Mystic Plasma Zone, which increased all of their attacks like continuously. So you'd be able to search a Sirocco off of normal summoning like a Shura or something. So that was pretty sick. So he might be going for another Zen Mighty or another Zen Mines. And if he does go Zen Mighty, I think he can go for the Wind Up monster that is capable of bouncing cards. So he does go for a Zen Mines. Zen Mines is a pretty legit card. Where does this rat come from? I thought he already used it. But anyway, he's going to end up with another ability to Zen Mighty or Zen Mines or whatever. And then if he does go Zen Mines, and I'm pretty sure he will be able to go into that wind-up monster that can bounce one monster on your opponent's side of the field to their hand, which in this case Trish would go back to the extra deck. And like, I'm feeling like theory hungry, do you know what I mean? Like, I would be hungry if I had good food to eat, but all I have is like Cheetos and Kit Kats, which are like good, but I already you know, ate them today, and I don't want to keep eating them too much. This is like the worst commentary ever. No, don't do what he said. Get the guy. Get the guy. You fool. Get Zen Mighty unless you already used him, which you might have. Pretty sure you did. Chris saying he is lagging. That is entirely your fault for not getting hypercam like me and just sitting back and watching people play. So you don't have to worry about lag ever. And instead, now you're playing while lagging.
Or not.
No. No. Why? Why would you do that? Oh my gosh. I guess that wind-up monster that I'm thinking about doesn't actually exist, which would be pretty awesome that I completely made up a wind-up monster out of nowhere. Era does not draw a dark hole. I'd like to talk about ETC forms for a second, even though no one watching these videos is going to actually not be from ETC probably. ETC forums is a great Yu-Gi-Oh website that pretty much I only went because of Smash Bros at one point, Brawl, because like there was this guy there named Blitz, and he was okay. And I don't know, I don't know, I can't really say anything, but yeah, we went pretty even. I beat his Olimar with Bowser online, so yeah, think about that for a second. Yeah. It wasn't even like, we weren't even that good, because all I was doing was down smashing, and you can't really dodge it. You have to like shield it all the way and then grab or just forward smashing it or something, but I just like, it was pretty bad. Anyway, so Krizz is looking in a much stronger position than last game, but even though both players do have equal hand sizes, Krizz has a larger field and the ability to create massive advantage. Now here's what I'm wondering. I'm pretty sure that wind-up monster I was talking about that can bounce one monster on your opponent's side of the field to hand exists. But he's going into what is basically Wind-Up's version of that one card that X-Savers had. Gotham's. He got Mind Control, which is pretty awesome. He'll be able to exceed right here. Now he can only use it once while it's face up on the field, so... Well, this is pretty sick. He's capable of using these monsters wonder if he's used Factory's effect. Oh, and he can go into Adria's now, which is pretty slick. Very nice. I'm gonna ask him if he used Factory yet. Yo, Adrius.
He goes soon. You need to kill him before anything.
Oh, he used Volcasaurus, so he can do a jillion damage.
One of the days we see.
That card is so cheap. You're getting hype. Tour Guide being the best card in the game. Tour Guide Sangan. Best friends for life. It was really bad though, like fighting games. Like it started with Meta Knight, and then what happened? And then like everyone ridiculed them. And then, for some reason, we got X Factor, which is definitely worse than Smash Balls. And we got Dark Phoenix, which is definitely worse than Meta Knight. You know, Meta Knight gets banned. We also have Yoon in Street Fighter 4. I mean, like, the thing about top tiers in Street Fighter 4 is that it turns out, like, no one good ends up... I mean, not that no one good ends up using him. It's that, like, Sagat in Vanilla Street Fighter 4, there are some good Sagat players, but they weren't the best players, per se. Not really sure why. And it ended up being that the best player in Street Fighter 4 was Daigo, and he played Ryu, and Ryu was considered amazing. And we're seeing Volcasaurus not being able to be completely broken and killing Ira with a simple awesome. And Hyperion, capable of taking out Zen mains before its effect of destroying something on the field gets to go off. So now we're winding down to pretty tight spots for both players. I'm not really sure what VBR can hit. Unless that card is Wheeler, I win. Vera says it is, but it's probably... Ugh, that's crazy. What will he do now? Arcanite Magician? Well, this is why you always run Arcanite in your extra deck so you can be awesome. Instead, you end up not being awesome, and 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 like you're like, girl. Yo, Ira, random number generator says no. Yo, face down spell a trap. It's obviously not anything important. Because they would have said it a long time ago. Yo, he goes for duality. Yo, what I don't get is holy crap. Yo, why would you get that card? When Honeybee is a monster. Unless you have like, I have no idea what you'd have like. But yeah, I wonder what is his other remove from play card. Yo, MST. Yo, I'm an MST or MST. Yo, wind up factory. Face down spell trap card. What is going on? Oh, get owned. Nah, you don't kill me. I kill myself. Alright, so Mira wins this one 2-0. Windups had a interesting run right there. Yo, you can't rely on Avarice as that one now. I used to run 3 in Quick Draw because it was like the only way that Quick Draw would ever work. Anyway, I'm off for now.